Ah, udah ya. Berarti am 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 am. Aw, wow, 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 wow. Ngam 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 ngam. Wah, ngantuk. Ngantuk, Bro. Oke, intinya dia ngantuk. Yuk, kita langsung mulai aja. Pokoknya udah lalu, gue cuma mau datang kalau ada. Dimana gue lagi emang gabut sama si tampan ini. Si tampan gabut, gue juga gabut. Jadi yuk, ya. Hop 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 hop. Panjat lah yang tinggi biar dapet. Oh ah oh ah oh ah. Setengah jalan menuju keceriaan. Dan pokoknya udah lalu. Ulu lalali lalili lalu. Ah, nya. Hari ini gue restart dulu nih kayaknya. Gak lama kok. Halo Pak. Kenapa? Aham juga ya Pak. Aham juga Pak. Aham. Jadi gua masih belum bisa balik ke food karena kemarin gua udah nyoba Pak streaming food Pak. Tahu gak apa yang jadi? Dikasih menang sekali saya DC Pak. Udah males. Udah minggu ini jam food dulu. Nggak ada udah. Foodnya rest, istirahat soy. Nyampe hawa hawa keberadaan DC gue udah tenang ya, tolong. Jadi berapa hari yang lalu gue sempet mainin food. Sekali dimainin IE-nya berulah. Nggak boleh sebetulnya. Bisa raps yang berulah sih. Saya tiap gue main DC terus pak. Nggak ada konten juga. Oh bener kan nggak ada konten. Ya udah kalau gitu mah. Main Genshin aja gue. Lagi kismin konten bukan? Atau gimana? Sabtu besok sih kayak main konten. Bentar.
I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top.
Bentar, kenapa tadi muncul suara doang? Nggak ada layarnya. Explain to me, Tete Fuder. Aduh. SBC bola seng. Aduh.
This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towering peaks and the gently flowing streams.
Graphic.
It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed.
SBC adanya.
This looks like a place that one would
Betul.
expect to be
SBC adanya
frequented by
bola.
adepti.
The divine damsel of devastation is
Bentar,
your
wait.
upcoming opera, right? And the story takes
Wait.
place at Mount Tianhe.
Enggak.
Seems like
Itu
you have a real connection with this place.
itu lebih lagi kehabisan ide mereka tuh kayaknya. Bentar, SBC adanya bola. Bentar, gua harus tenangin dulu nih ya. Iya, gue tahu dulu. Cuman maksud gue tuh berapa hari nggak ngecek loh. Pas gue cek ada kayak gitu, aduh, gue cuma bisa bilang satu sih. Iya, belum lagi kayak bisa ide menurut gue. Mereka harus cepet-cepet nyampe Sabtu besok biar ada konten lagi. Dah, gue cuma bisa bilang itu.
What's the story about though?
Apa tuh? Tentang apa tuh?
The story of a girl becoming a hero.
Wanita menjadi pahlawan udah biasa.
Hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
udah biasa.
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another.
Semalam
One
si
day,
Piayu udah
a
gila-gila.
terrifying monster appeared.
Udah geli-geli gitu.
The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place.
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
Right. Iya.
No, don't do it.
Yes. Oh yes.
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Look at Shane.
I really like this story,
Bagus. Sama.
but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well,
Bagus.
it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Iyo. Apa nih? Straplinger. Di mana straplinger? Strapling. Oh, strapling. Biasanya nyelip sini. Apa di atas ya, jangan. Aduh, manjat sini kayak gue curiga sih. Gue curiga di atas sebetulnya, di bawah. Ah, bener kan.
This should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhong said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Yuk. Ntar sebelum kita ke situ, aku mau lihat dulu nih apa yang mesti gue lakuin nih. Oh, cepet. Nanti pas kita ke area situ. Hup. Terbang turun. Jalan kaki
Really
nih.
is someone here.
Kan? Magic emang.
Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
Ah.
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Ah. Udah napas doang.
Is he trying to tell
Ah.
us to look for clues in the village?
Napas doang.
Whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Shenhe.
It's Shenghe.
Shit.
Hah? Hah?
God.
Kenapa bau mulut? Why bau mulut?
So, all these years? I'm sorry.
Mambu
I
mulut
don't
tuh,
know how to
mambumu
find
tuh.
Subrosium,
Tolong.
But I think you can find some information in the village.
Mambu
This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Iya.
So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Tahu? Tahu enggak? Hah?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around.
Ya udah kita jalan-jalan.
Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's confined in this village.
Udah, Pak, kita cek-cek dulu ya, Pak. Gini, Pak.
I came back here once before, a few years ago. Alone.
Loh.
I hid it from Master at the time.
Ah.
It was deserted then, too. Except for a few low-life bandits. Everyone and everything I remembered was long gone.
Ngilang.
As people were passing by, they stopped to admire me. They praised me, telling me I gave off the aura of an adeptus.
Iyo.
I tried explaining to them that I wasn't an adeptus, just an ordinary person who came from this village. But no one believed me.
Nggak ada.
When I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss. It was like I took a look at the world, and on the surface, it looked like a vast realm with so many places I could go. Then I looked a little closer, and there was nowhere for me to go at all.
Suddenly, so much time has gone by. Everything has changed.
May perubahan.
Last time I visited, I felt so upset. But today, I don't know why, but it feels different.
It is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone. But this time, you are with your friends, aren't you?
Yes, my friends.
Oke. Jadi kayak gitu.
I
Oh,
came
well,
back here
ujung.
once before. It was deserted then too, except for a few low-life bandits. I tried explaining to them that when I saw how run down all these houses were, I felt at a loss.
Suddenly,
Last time I visited,
it is easy for your mind to run wild when you are alone. But this time, you are with your friends, aren't you?
Iya.
yes, my friends.
Teman sekamar. Ya kita survei. Ayo kita survei. Tapi mungut dulu. Masih ternyata. Mungut dulu dong. Kenapa jadi manjat? Wih, ketemu terus. Iya, ketemu terus, Pak. Tumben. Ini semua gara-gara IE SBC pakai ngasih bola. Lu buat apa? Gue sejak kedengar si sebelah ngasih tahu itu, rasanya gue main foot minggu ini kayak agak males deh. Aduh, IE. Wah, bla 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 bla. Gabut gua. Gabut sih, ini saya temen nih gabut deh. Saya juga gabut nih sebutnya. Ingat, konten kreator sama dengan gabut kalau yang main game. Kalau yang lain kayak yang lagi sini mah enggak.
Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Oh iya.
Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think.
Saya nggak ikutan sama saya juga sebutnya nggak ikutan.
Situation. She was forced into it.
Oh, berarti Anda gabut nih ceritanya nih.
It looks like my father.
Ini tumben berarti Anda nggak streaming, tolong ya. Ini iya, agree. Nonton. Nah, kalau nonton kan dibilang nggak gabut. Aduh, nggak ada apa-apa. Mana nih? Oke. Jamnya udah muter-muter gitu, tau di atas tuh. Kan males. Welis, welis, welis. Kupeng-kupeng alias kupu-kupu. Something? Nggak ada. Ah, situ. Kelihatan. Bentar, gue mungut dulu. Kalau bahasa orang sebelah, pemungut itu adalah nomor satu yang harus lo lakuin ketika lo main game-game model kayak gini. Kenapa lo pakai itu ribet? Nah, dikasih kemudahan Anda milih yang susah. Ya, mungut adalah seni. Setuju. Bla 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 bla
So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was
bla.
summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster.
So ini warning sih udah.
His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
We've looked everywhere, but still
Udah.
no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Ini ceritanya kita langsung menjelajah sini. Jamnya ke atas tadi ya. Aduh, sama aja bohong sih kalau itu. Ah, benar kan? Udah. Bubar. Bubar ada jalan seni. Oke. Tolong. Tadi nggak ada. Dan dia langsung di belakang. Magic. Pindah. Bagus. Tadi apa ya? Ayo udahlah.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news.
Ngobrol sama Seneng. Si Seneng. Bukan Shenhe, seneng ya. Si seneng ya. Tapi ekspresinya nggak ada seneng-seneng sama sekali, bingung gua nih. Yah, dia langsung
One
menurunkan
year
sayap
when I
ya.
was back visiting,
Magic.
I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you.
Iya, bener. Nggak salah kok.
I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I
Benci?
don't know what I feel.
Benci
I'm told
siapa
my
nih?
fate is to bear the curse of calamity.
Siapa yang benci?
So my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Shenhe, seneng. Kita balik.
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look. This tells us how to find Symposium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Yuk, kita ke situ. Berarti nih
Miss Shenhua,
besok mencurigakan.
there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth,
Bentar.
but now that the main character is
Paimon mulut
standing
minta
right here in front
diselotip.
of me,
Lah,
I cannot
memang
simply
dia harus
dismiss your
selotip, Pak,
lived
sebetulnya, Pak.
experience in favor of my father's fiction.
Karena setiap
It's
Paimon
okay.
tuh
I like your version.
apa ya? Singkatan.
But,
Paimon tuh singkatannya apa ya?
My
Gue masih
master
belum
once
ketemu
said
sih.
that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can
Intinya
truly
ceria,
become
ya.
part of human society. So, I hope that one day
So?
I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be.
Bisa.
You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhua, Yunjin, cut the chit-chat. Let's go.
Yuk.
We can't let someone else beat us to it.
Udah. Itu doang. Nggak puas. Entah, sebelum situ izinkan saya buat grinding dulu. Moga-moga pakai elemen yang bener lah. Biasanya gue suka pakai elemen yang aneh-aneh. Nggak ada apa-apa kan? Takutnya bisi ada apa-apa.
Speed of light. Don't worry about me. Let the show begin.
Masih kayak gitu dulu.
Incoming.
You can't run!
Speed of light. Incoming. Hey! Oh no! Let's dance. Speed of light. Hey!
Ya Allah.
Judgment. Incoming.
Ya.
Cut to the chase.
Aduh, nggak ada siapa bro. Entet lah.
A little weak. Don't blink. Hey.
Pacaran entet lagi. Malah di atas itu ya. Jalan aja lah. Siapa tahu ketemu lawan. Jadi bisa membuat dia ceria.
Speed of light. I can't stop mouthing. Hey. Judgment.
That tingle?
Yeah.
That tingle?
So far. Judgment. Don't blink. Hey.
Should. That tingle?
You can't run.
Wind blade!
Speed of light.
I got careless.
Yeah.
You're open. Jab. Lie.
Judgment.
You're open. Should.
Don't blink. Let's dance. Yeah. Yeah.
Wind blade!
Judgment. Speed of light.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Ngapain dah itu? Mana lo? Hah? Situ. Ah, situ aja kenapa sih ribet sih? Properti sampai hancur ya. Ini siapa nih yang hancur ini properti? Tolong. Tak mahal tau gak properti kayak gitu tuh? Buatnya jutaan. Tolong. Properti dihancurin biar rame. Biar dapat profit siapa sebetulnya? Oh, ini ada tempat buat lawan. Buat challenge ini. Mesti tandain dulu. Takutnya amnesia. Dan semoga susah. Yap, bener susah banget karena gue nggak ada.
Got lucky that time. Speed of light. Hey.
Ya Allah. Obat lah. Obat jajan. Susreng. Kalau nggak pakai elemen yang itu susreng dah. Bubreng jajan dah. Yah, dia tiduran. Yap, bener. Tapi di tempat sini loh. Oke, mesti nunggu nyampe jam segitu. Daripada kita nunggu, mending kita langsung aja ke jamnya. Jam 5:30. Makan dikit dong. Biar bisa kemana-mana sebetulnya. Ya. Awas bebek. Oh bebek. Nggak bisa ntet. Yah dia. Dia. Si Aio.
That's everything we need. Let's head back and report in.
Bro, ngapain sih tuh bro?
Curious if Beto's made any progress.
Lo ngapain situ, Gua kan nggak buka itu kan, nggak buka storynya dia kan. Tahu-tahu si mas-mas random itu muncul sih. Belum gue buka. Mas, ngapain mas?
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor.
Okay,
If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Iyalah, harus kudu. Ntar sebelumnya kita harus bawa lu balik ke rumah. Where's your home? Sini, yuk saya temani. Itu ada. Manja bener. Ke atas nih. Bener kan? Lu tuh nyiksa yang ada, tau gak? Untung deket rumah lo. Gila, sesenti doang. Aduh. Oh well.
Is this an answer from this world?
Maybe, mungkin. niatnya sih karena ini ada api-apinya sih gue pakai elemen api. Tapi ya udahlah, gue lagi malas.
You can't run! Judgment! You can't run!
Yuk. Yuk kita lanjut. Berbagai kotak. 13.20. 17, oke.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Sekali dulu deh. Lawan si Ono. Lawan si Ono. Lawan si Ono.
us. Hi. Go, Barber, go. Hi.
You can't run!
With sword comes shadow. Incoming. Let the show begin. Don't blink. Speed of light.
Itu kek. Bro. Oh, bro. Ada temen yang lo butuhin.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out. Oh? You got this then? Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils. Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you. Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my masters, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Udah. Sedih juga. Mana lo? Refine. Jadi lock banget lo. Dua. Habis deh. Menceng. Yuk. Entok lah. Gak cukup sama sekali loh. Bentar, gue punya ide. Kalau yang itu buat senjata-senjata yang lainnya aja. Tadi tuh gimana ya? Setengah 11. Wow. Physical stat attack. Tapi bisa sih. Kan lu pakai situ. Emang gue liat dulu deh. Nyampe yang pasti-pasti aja kalau bahasa. Di atas sono. Di sono. Jadi gini ya bro. Oh jadi gini ya bro. Jadi gini ya nih.
I can't wait to see the Jade Chamber ascend.
Ascend. Sama saya juga.
Finally, we can relax a little. It's been quite stressful recently with so many people flocking here. Fortunately, the construction here has gone off without a hitch. I can only hope the same is true for my comrades at Stone Forest.
Coba deh jaga gak? Nggak ada kan? Aman. Oke. Ya, baru mau ke ujung.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already?
Udah. Lama tau gak nyarinya.
All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plus strike yet!
Oh, I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to.
Beidou.
She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first! This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Lama banget. Dia di atas nih. Oh, udah di atas. Nah, akhirnya yang kemarin gua redeem ada ketemu lagi, Pak. Minggu. Akhirnya we meet again.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment.
Udah.
The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yuk.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is
Bagus.
fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Dia lah.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beto? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Iyo. Mulai upacara. Akhirnya ceria juga. Awas, terjun ke ujung, toto jatuh ya. Apa tuh? Puteng beliung lewat. Bagus. Hancur lagi dong. Ronde 2 hancur. OTW.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who's that?
Osial's wife.
Osias.
Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Ah.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
Bagus sih, Pak. Gua kayak maklumin deh. Ketika Genshin dalam-dalamannya baik banget mesti beli tuh. Dan ini kan ketika sebelumnya dilihat tuh. Ngamuk dia. OTW tsunami. Tsunami, beneran tsunami tuh.
Wait! A giant wave!
Ya dia terkapar. Hei bangun, hei bangun. Aduh. Terkapar dia.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing
Flashback.
but disaster to us all.
Flashback.
At least if you die, I can bring her back.
Dia.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Gile. Langsung beku. Random memang. Ya, dia ngilang. Otw ngilang sini. Dah, otw ngilang.
What are you doing here?
Ya, si lawan.
Can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too.
Ini elemen air, gue liat sama air kan random. Ya gue cara lawannya gimana, gue nggak tahu loh. Oh, dia bagi-bagi ini.
Let's dance.
Oh, oke. Berarti gitu cara lawannya ya.
Obey! Unleash! Manifest!
I'll protect us.
Hey!
Go, Barbara, go!
Judgment! Unleash! Obey! By ordinance divine!
show begin?
Lights out. Manifest!
Incoming!
Unleash!
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
Manifest! Unleash! Obey! Unleash!
Incoming! Go, Barbara, go!
You can't run! Obey!
Speed of light!
Ini kok kayak di Indo Juma ya? Apa cuma perasaan gue doang? Maklum pak, gue belum pernah nyampe ke Indo Juma soalnya, jadi gue nggak tahu.
Do your master's bidding! You can't run! Can't shiver! Manifest! Obey! I shall not yield! Manifest! Obey!
Incoming! With sword comes shadow!
Cryo incarnate! Unleash!
Speed of light!
Hush.
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Yuk, balik. Biar nggak ada kejadiannya nih. Nah, baik-baik aja.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine.
Fine. Oh,
I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me.
oh iyalah, kita kan stalker.
Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
Lu kan bakal hancur tuh yang tadi tuh.
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Millilith.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Millilith. Protect.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Bagus.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
Sheneng.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time.
Ya, banding sebelumnya lah.
Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this.
Always.
Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
Mbak, gimana Mbak? Lihat Mbak.
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected. But in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were fortunate to have your assistance this time. Thank you.
Sama-sama. Kenapa monwe ke ujung sono? Pasti ada sesuatu di ujung sono ya. Sampai rusak nih. Tolong. Properti hancur, rugi. Ratusan MM-an. Guys lagi berarti sana ada apa-apa tuh udah. Ya menjalankan misi aja. Kan kalau ngerjain misi juga ntar juga nyampe lama. Sampai kota gue pengen ngambil dulu. Makan dulu. Itu lagi. Aduh. Kelamaan. Cepetan. Malah manjat. Lah mau susah gue buat dapetinnya. Udah buat upgrade sih itu. Lawan dia, random sih lu.
Go, Barbara, go! I'll protect us. Judgment! You can't run! Don't blink! Got lucky that time. Nowhere to hide. Judgment. Wind blade. Incoming. Got lucky that time.
Ini siapa nih ya? Ini siapa itu? Kucing hilang. Mari kita nggak mungkin dicariin. Yep. Bro. Mungkin cuma bisa kali ya. Nah, beringat gua.
Wow, everyone's already seated.
Udah rebahan ya? Enggak sih lu.
It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
Ya, dia mulai ceria. Yuk. Kita pantau bareng-bareng. Tampan ceria, dia ceria, semua ceria. Tarik napas yang dalam, lalu tahan lagi. Bagus. Oh enggak. Oh iya kan, dia kan aslinya itu ya. Yep, I just realized. Bagus sih pak. Tadi gua awal udah mau nonton, sumpah. Ini semua gak MC udah. Oke. Tepuk kaki, plak plak plak.
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
Bagus.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Yep, self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Bentar.
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Ya, digaplok kayaknya. Oh enggak. Gue kira digaplok. Jangan, nggak boleh. Lah udah selesai. Udah selesai dong. Sudah selesai. Pantas saja sini lama banget.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
Iyalah, jelas.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again?
Yuk, bareng-bareng ya. Duduk dulu. Ngompi bareng, Mbak.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
More wine! More wine!
Ya, dia mabuk. Dia mabuk.
Drinking and watching opera in the Jade Chamber. A rare and exquisite pleasure.
Jelas lah. Siyung gimana Siyung?
I wonder when I'll be able to build a jade chamber of my own. It'll take a lot more wealth than I have now. But hey, you've got to dream big. Who knows? If I keep working at it, maybe one day.
Maybe. Mungkin. Jadi yang tadi udah. Dan kita tinggal reunited sama lo. Nah ini mesti selesaiin si itu dulu tuh. Nyelesain perjalanan bareng si Mas Dandi. Dadah everybody. Ya. Pengen balik ke tempat yang tadi. Cuma entet ada. Nggak boleh. Lalan. Oke. Meow. Selesai, Mbak. Akhirnya finally is done. Gue tadi tinggal si Mas Dandi. Masih keburu sih kayaknya. Ascension mah nanti. Nunggu nyampe ini muncul lah, ini muncul baru dah tuh. Gue grinding segila mungkin. Mana tuh? Lu di ujung sono. Ya cepat kita ketemu Mas Dandi. Mana ya? Ya udah apalah. Ini pada mau belajar. Singkuk nggak bisa. Pasti perlu karakter dulu sih. Kayak karakter bintang 4 ya full semua. Baru gua bisa ambil senjata semua deh. Kalau bisa itu juga. Mas Dandi.
Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her.
Jelas lah.
As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations.
Jelas
But
lah.
back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
Ini maksudnya.
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Terus
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles
Oh, saya
fired
atas.
from the field tiller after it
Bagus.
ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them, until one day it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
Nggak perlu.
What do you mean?
Ingat.
You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
Storm Terror. Aduh, ujung banget. Ntar, gue mau ngecek dulu nih. Tambangnya sekarang di mana? Ada di situ gak? Kalau itu paketan deh. Sekalian. Prototype. Coba oleh.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Salah alamat. ребята.
Illusion shattered. Shine down.
I'll catch up.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
There is no escape. Illusion shattered.
Oke. Gua kali ya.
There is no escape.
No one escapes my sight.
Because wasn't done. I wasn't done.
Shine down.
I won't let you down.
Deal damage. And rem skill base nih 2 XP. Enggak damage. Ini berarti harus make harus pakai elemental damage. Switch elemental damage. Nah ini gacil ini harus buat simbain.
There's no style in resorting to violence. It's simply the worst of all the bad decisions you could make.
Halo juga Pak. Halo. Halo. Ence. Ada. Nggak ada ini. Buat yang lain berarti. Ya boleh nggak ada yang bener. Kasihan. Cari yang hubungannya sama itu deh. Loh. Energi recharge. Recharge lagi. Energi recharge. Gua nggak tahu dia butuh apa enggak, tapi ada seperti itu. Nggak masalah sih.
Use your elemental sight to look for the eye.
Pasti hidup. Enggak.
Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh,
Nggak ada apa-apa. Aduh.
excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Udah. Bagus.
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Jelas.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Okay.
You?
Lu
Dane?
dan Di.
You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Gini aja lah. Tantet lagi kayak kemarin. Males gue.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again.
Lagi.
Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That are the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Yo. Gak fair nih. Waduh, susah nih kayak ini.
Looks like we're here.
Balik lagi.
An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly.
Lagi.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you.
Tuh, diam.
You can't run.
Wind blade.
Don't blink. Hey. Judgment.
Hey! The sword comes down. Got lucky that time. Don't... Judgment!
Tiba-tiba dia muncul. Bagus. Hey bro, ketemu, we meet again.
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Iya, itu. Finally.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald!
Finally.
Your sister and the Abyss?
Setahun saya nunggu ada ketemu.
Why are you with Dane?
Why?
Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
Bentar.
But
Masih
it
gak
must
paham.
be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
Halo, halo Pak. Gilang no, yang Dino udah main di Pipanui. Akhirnya Anda datang juga ya. Ini pasti habis streaming nih. Streaming sembari footnya patah-patah. Atau ada kendala server. Gua lagi malas main foot minggu ini. Lagi gagal kemarin sekali main Pak. Udah cuman sekali menang. Saya DC semua. Kan males. Curhat ya.
And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home.
Home.
Yes. Of course.
Pulang.
Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet.
Nggak gacha Kamisato. Anda kenapa jadi tahu Yanto? Enggak. Yanto tuh bukan my target. Ini pasti gagal gue main Genshin, kayak lu jadi nyari-nyari info nih kayaknya. Curiga gue.
I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
Iya. Mudah-mudahan abis ini ngilang. Enggak kan?
So we'll meet again.
Udah, itu doang.
Need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you.
Udah kecem. Belum. Ya, dia pergi lagi.
We have always had enough time.
Dadah. Dan Dani pun hilang. Mas Dandi hilang. Why? Pergi lah gitu doang. Aduh. Wacis saya.
We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
Belum. Gitu aja. Gua minggu ini lagi gak ada waktu. Minggu ini gue lagi sibuk. Minggu ini tuh banyak kerjaan di baik layarnya harus gue baik selesaiin. Gue nggak tahu tuh Food Champions kepegah apa enggak. Kalau TOTW nggak bagus kayaknya gue bisa skip sih. TOTW-nya gimana? Ada yang bagus gak? Gue belum sempet ngecek soalnya. 2-3 hari belum gue cek sama sekali. Apa belum nyampe ya? Aduh, gue saking lama ngemainnya sih. Udah sih. Nada objektif for June jelas lah.
By the way, what they said just now was all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
Paham lah.
Let's go over it again.
Yuk kita ulang lagi. Jadi gini. La.
First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess.
Iya. Benar sekali.
It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations?
Mungkin.
Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right?
Yep.
But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right.
Itu, tiga jawabannya.
We can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.
Akhirnya selesai juga. It means ya, Indo Yuma incoming. Indo Yuma. Harusnya sih Indo Yuma sih. Apalagi masih chapter prolog udah bubar. Wih. Yuk. Kita get out. Get out of here. Gue udah tinggal ngelanjutin story quest doang. Emang gue pernah ketemu ya? Kayak gue nggak pernah ketemu di sini gue. Travel.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Si Dain.
Oh, yes! Yes! They have the audacity to go after anything! The 7 dragons, gods. No ancient artifact that relates can escape their
Kita ke quest.
Go, Barbara, go! Yeah.
Don't blink! Hey! Judgment! Speed of light! Hey!
Another test subject. Fry!
Aduh.
You can't run! Yeah! Don't blink!
Go, Barbara, go!
You can't run! Speed of light!
I'll protect us.
Fast reading.
This tea is B.
Ini setengah satu. Nggak apalah. Sampai gue puas.
associated with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up.
Iyalah jelas.
Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the guy that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying.
Jelas.
Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So,
Next, Indo Juma jelas. Indo Juma.
I think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon thought of someone already. Atsuko in Leo Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
Yuk, kita cek dia. Apa yang dia tentang Indo Juma? Akhirnya kita OTW ke Indo Juma. Scarlet Leaf. Dari judulnya Scarlet Leaf. Udah. Jalan-jalan dah. Today. The journey has begun. Kita bicara gimana caranya jalan ke Indo Juma. Berarti judul besok udah jelas harus ke Indo Juma sih. Stalking loh. Random emang. Nah udah. Si MC ini mau bias stalking sih. Just be fine. Ada satu guys bisa gue jalanin. Kayaknya si itu lagi deh, lan lagi deh. Lan la 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 la. Kesem. Chasm akhirnya. Got it. The chasm. Wah, di ujung situ dong. Nanti dulu ya, satu ya. Karena gue pengen cepet-cepet ke Indojuma soalnya. Karena kebutuhan si siapa tuh, si Mbak Ray ada di situ semua. Mbak tahu nggak Mbak gimana cara ke Indojuma, Mbak? Yang buat tandain sih. Delete. Mbak pernah ke Indojuma kan?
Oh, hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Ah ya itu. Gimana cara ke Indojuma?
So that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Kecil. Aduh.
Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
Nah, itu tanya.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then I blacked out. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Masukkan orang situ.
Commission? What's that?
Apa lagi tuh?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal yet unfeeling.
Raiden, Mbak Ray, akhirnya udah ngomong sama Mbak Ray.
But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Kick out
They really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right! Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guiyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Yo. Nakapal sih kayaknya. Jelas. Why? Ay, ada situ. Kajuheng. Ada Kajuheng. Ada Kang Juan.
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
Ah, ada ketemu juga.
I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Aneh,
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Go on, get yourself to Guyun and sign up already. I've already fixed up the arena. You can't miss it.
Ini buat besok.
Martial arts tournaments always remind me of the duels they have back in Inazuma. But when the combatants are obliged to exercise restraint, it is unlikely they will ever display their true potential.
What in the world do those symbols really mean?
Aduh. Bentar kita sini. Udah deh. Nanti aja. Moga-moga nggak lama sih.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Mungkinkah?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Utama. Nah, ya rebahan kereta akhirnya. Big Man dulu, Big Man, Big Show. Temen saudara jauhnya Big Show.
Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Ternyata seperti bapak-bapak.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former runner-up.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Impresif aja, ya.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hujan. Yaudah kita udahan. Biar penasaran yang tadi kayak gimana. Ya ini nanti kita buat besok aja. Yaudah. Udah gue segini aja. Makasih buat semua mampir dan pokoknya seperti biasa jawab buat biasa komen bisa tentukan nunggu kalau ada waktunya. Ya bukan sampai kalau ada waktu, kalau nggak ada ya udah. And then see you next time. Bye. Dadah. Wish. Dudui.